Hey everybody, Phantom139 here, and welcome back to my Halo 5 map series. These will be the guides on my Sanctum maps. Today we're going to cover the second map, which is Sanctum to the Summit. And like the first map, this is very much a more parkour jumping puzzle oriented map as it existed prior to the real Forge update that enhanced the scripting capabilities. So there's not too much to talk about for this, but I will walk you through it since it is a bit more tedious of a jumping puzzle map, since I did think the first map personally was a bit easy and I wanted to kind of stretch the bounds a little bit. So before we start, let's talk about the first actual puzzle, if you want to call it a puzzle, which is the ice gate. Now, the ice gate is at the end of the first two jumping puzzles. Now, in order to get past the ice gate, however, you need to flip a series of 5 switches, and we're going to go over the locations of the 5 switches right now. The first 2 switches are located at the spawn point. If you turn to the right, you'll see the checkpoint platform. There are 2 switches here. The first one is on the left, and then the second one is in the back right corner behind the platform. Switch number 3 is in the middle of the crusher wall sections. Right after the second crusher wall, turn to your left and it will be right there. Switch number 4 is located in the first of the pedestal sections. Immediately take a right turn and you will see it in the corner. Finally, the last switch is at the end of the pedestal jumping puzzle. Make sure to step on it, and if you hear the tone, you have completed that part of the puzzle and you can proceed into the next area. Once you open the door, you'll head up some stairs into a large jumping section complete with triangles. You'll need to cross the triangles to reach the other side, and you'll be able to flip the switch to engage the first checkpoint. Once you're here, there is a switch to open the door, complete with a little audio section revealing again our favorite rocks back at it once more. You're going to go through the rock section, avoiding the fire that lights on some of the rocks, and then reach the end. When you reach the end, you'll see a small little crevice to the left, complete with a log that goes across to a platform with a little light on it. Go to the other side of this log and step into the light to be launched to the other platform. From the other platform, follow it around to the right side, and you'll see a little ball you can pick up. What you need to do with this orb is throw it at 3 of the barrels that are positioned on the map. The 2 of them are right on the ball platform, and the 3rd is back on the other side. You'll have to take another orb light to get to the other side. Really? Just gonna toss it in there. No longer need that. Once you do this, the gateway to the second checkpoint area will open, allowing you to proceed into the next area and flipping the switch to activate the next checkpoint. Flip the checkpoint here. The second part of the map is the sky bridge, complete with rotating rocks as well as rocks that fall up and then raise up again, allowing you to jump on them. You have to be careful though, because all of the platforms that raise up and down are defended by flying wraiths that will try to smack you right off the platforms. Make sure to time your jumps as you go across. Make sure to watch for wraiths as you are preparing to cross, and you'll reach the other side of the bridge in no time at all, allowing you to trigger the 3rd checkpoint. Now, before we go any further, however, you'll notice that there is a little rock in the next area, and if you try to jump across, well, your progress will be hindered. And this is because there is another series of block buttons that need to be pushed. If you've been looking around the map, you might have triggered some of these, and if you're lucky, you might have actually gotten all of them. But if not, then we're going to go over all these right now. You're actually going to have to go all the way back to the first, well, actually before the first checkpoint to get 2 of them. Immediately after the big great door and going up the staircase, there is an ice wall on the right side. You'll have to punch through it to get to the first block.
And these destructible ice objects, I just wish they weren't as easy to break as is.
The second block is on the left path of the triangles. If you follow the path that hangs around the wall, you'll see a small little platform you can step on, and complete with the second push button.
Also, there's another whole backstory regarding the triangles, going back to my Halo 4 days.
The third push button is on the first platform of the checkpoint. Just make sure to look behind the checkpoint and go to the back corner. You'll see it kind of hiding in the dark there. And the fourth button is located immediately after the conclusion of the rock jumping puzzle. Instead of going into the light to go to the other side of the platform, turn around and follow the wall on the back side to the platform where the button is located. The fifth button is on the other side of the light on the subsequent platform, on the edge, the far corner by the light going back. The sixth button is located where the third barrel is. You have to do a very tricky jump outside of the platform and then boost jump back to hop onto the wall. Just follow the guide here and you'll be able to make this jump. Once you hit this sixth button, you will hear a tone, but this does not mean you are completed. In fact, this is actually a troll that I installed on the map. There is a seventh button that is located underneath the sky bridge section. Go to the second checkpoint, and instead of going to the sky bridge, step underneath the small platform that you step on to begin the sky bridge, and you'll find it sitting under there. Once you've pushed all these 7 buttons, you can proceed back to the third checkpoint, and now go across the ice pond. These blocks are just like the first map's final section. When you jump on them, they immediately fall down, so carry your momentum across, and you'll be fine. When you get to the gate section, just push yourself against the gate and continually jump. Your momentum will carry you to the top, and once you enter the top, you can jump across with ease. You'll then come to another rock section. Be careful here, these rocks rotate very slowly, but some of them do catch fire, so make sure you're watching when they catch fire and not jump across too early. Once you reach the final platform, you can take a lift up into the ice fortress, which is where the fourth checkpoint is located. This fourth section really isn't much of a puzzle here, it's more so of a bigger maze section complete with some buttons. I'll let the video here play to kind of show you the path of where you need to go to get all the buttons. It's really just going from kill ball to kill ball, waiting for one to go past to get behind where it's going, and flipping a switch. Once you get to the end of the maze, there will be 2 larger switches that you need to push, but they will require you to actually open the gateways. Once the 2 large switches are pushed, you'll be able to destroy the fusion coil, opening the final part of the map where you can claim the oddball and end the second map.
Kind of getting dated to the point where I'm sitting here like, is it even worth it? Again, this map was before any like real hardcore detailed puzzles could be made by me, so not really tricky. It's just kind of avoid the kill balls, go to each end of the hallway, flip the switch, and wait for it to go past. I catch a lot of people off guard with this one, but there is a switch right here at the end of the hallway. We're gonna go to the right first. Careful with these kill balls, they are very edge sensitive. Alright, so that's the first of 2. The other one's actually below you here, but we have to open up the door first. Once you flipped all those switches that I showed, it'll actually open a separate path on the lower level. Head back down now. I will say though that the setting I had at the end of the map here with this whole ice fortress thing definitely laid the motivation for the next map, because I was really a fan of like what I was able to make with it. I just kind of wanted to keep that going, so that kind of set the stage for, instead of doing a new destination, map 3, instead making map 3 a direct continuation of 2, where we said, well, what if at the end of this map you actually go, like, this place is actually a lot bigger, and you go deeper into it, because, you know, Halo Forge, you're limited by a map budget, so you can only do so much. Plus, I don't want this map to be, like, long. I want to have a set goal in mind for where I want the map to start and finish. Alright, we're just about done, so we're going to head back over to this side. And we're going to drop down here and flip the other switch. Ball to come back. A nice few steps back here.
If this guide has helped, be sure to let me know, and if you have any feedback regarding the maps or have any other comments to share, feel free to drop them in the video, and I will see you in the next video where we cover the third map.